Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review of the Coquoc Wi-Fi mini projector. You will receive the projector, 5-foot power cable, RCA input cable, a remote control, and an instruction manual. The projector is fairly compact, measuring 8 by 6 by 3 inches tall. It weighs just over 2 pounds. On the front of the projector is a 2.5-inch lens, which comes with a rubber lens cap. There are 2 dials behind the lens. The large one controls the focus and size of the image, and the smaller ring controls the pitch. If the projector is on a tilt, it can correct for that. At the back corner along the top are the controls. You have the power button, menu key, escape key, directional buttons, OK button, play pause, and back key. Note that the remote control has additional keys and functions, like volume, zoom, and fast forward and rewind. The remote requires 2 AAA batteries, which are not included. On the left-hand side of the unit, you will find the ports. There's a full-size SD card slot, output USB for charging a mobile device, input USB for loading media content, full-size HDMI port, AV input to be used with the RCA cable, a headphone jack which you can also use with an external speaker, and the heat exhaust vent. In back, there's the IR receiver for the remote control and a VGA input port. On the right-hand side is the power input connector, and on the bottom, you have the internal speaker, 4 rubber feet, and a screw foot for adjusting the angle at the front of the projector. The lens cap for the projector is pretty flimsy, and it tends to fall out a lot on its own, so it's easy to lose. The other thing is that it can only be attached when the lens is fully retracted. The power cable in this unit is a bit short, and the projector doesn't have a thread mounting hole on the bottom for attaching to a tripod. So oftentimes you'll find that you'll have to run an extension cord and set up a small table in the middle of a room to get the image where you want it on the wall. That aside, at 1200 lumens, the image isn't super bright, so you'll need pretty dark conditions to see the screen well. Here's what the projector looks like during the day. On my unit, the language kept defaulting to Korean when the unit was unplugged and plugged in again, so I had to run a software update off a USB drive that the manufacturer provided. Note that the projector couldn't recognize a USB 3 flash drive, but it did successfully run the update off a USB 2 drive. There are 2 ways to connect to the projector over Wi-Fi. Press the input key on the remote control and select Unilink. This will bring up a screen that has the information that you need to set up the connection. The instruction illustrations are out of order, but basically you'll have to connect your device via Wi-Fi to the SSID shown and use the password displayed. Once connected, go to the URL with the IP address listed. There's a QR code in the top left corner that you can scan with your mobile device. That navigates you to the URL without you having to type it in. The URL takes you to the setup page, where you can add your home Wi-Fi network information to the projector. Once connected, any device on the network with DLNA can stream content like music, video, and photos to the projector. But note that the projector cannot browse these network locations. So here I'm streaming one of my review videos to the projector. You can kind of hear the audio from the internal speaker, but it's barely audible and the noise from the fan is pretty loud. In general, the sound from the built-in speaker is very tiny, so now I've bumped it up to max volume.
Be sure to place them face down on the board and center the collar. Then fold up any overhang.
And it's still pretty quiet. Occasionally there were buffering pauses caused by the Wi-Fi reception. I also tried streaming photos to the projector. As you can see, the color depth produced by the projector is not as deep as a high-definition screen. Cycling through the picture modes did not improve the quality. There just aren't as many colors and contrast levels on the projector. As a result, most high-quality photos will look washed out and the color balance will be off. The other way to connect to the projector over Wi-Fi is Miracast mode. From Wi-Fi mode, press and hold the OK button on the remote for 3 seconds. This will switch to Miracast mode. From a Miracast-ready Android device, select the projector to connect to it. Now the projector will display anything on your mobile device's screen, in this case, my phone. The projector will be able to display both in landscape and portrait modes, and will convert automatically based on the orientation of your device. This is a quick and easy way to put mobile content up on the big screen. In general, the projector works alright with a bit of effort. There are a few design improvements that would make the unit a bit more usable, like a tripod mounting option, longer power cord, a better lens cap, and more powerful internal speaker. The resolution isn't very high at 800 by 480, so expect pixelated picture quality similar to VHS on a tube television, with low color depth and contrast. It would be okay for movie night with the kids, or a slideshow at a party, just to make sure it's pretty dark wherever you use it. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and join me next time.